French Guiana. December 25th, 2021.
And liftoff. Décollage, liftoff from a tropical rainforest to the edge of time itself.
At the Guiana Space Center, NASA launches the most powerful telescope ever constructed. The James Webb Space Telescope represents an ambitious $10 billion effort by NASA to see further than ever before into the deepest parts of the universe. Nearly 6 months into its mission, on July 11th, James Webb delivers its first incredible images of previously unknown galaxies, stars forming, and black holes. To many, the early success of this powerful tool demonstrates new promise that scientists may soon answer an age-old question: are we alone in the universe?
We can now look into space with more clarity than in all of our previous human history. And with the new James Webb Telescope, some of those amazing images that we've gotten from Hubble 20, 30 years ago now are even more rich, more detailed, more amazing. And with James Webb too, you know, we will discover more and more exoplanets, and some of those exoplanets may contain similar intelligent life like on Earth.
Part of what the Webb Space Telescope is designed to do is to look for planets that exist in what's called the habitable or the Goldilocks zone. So they're the right distance from that kind of star to possibly be able to support life. Looking in the future, 10, 20 years, I think, and a lot of people that are a lot smarter than me think, that we're probably going to have found something we can classify as extraterrestrial life.
Considering the amazing images that the James Webb Space Telescope has produced, UFO hunters are asking, what would we find if NASA applied their incredible technology to search for evidence of extraterrestrials already visiting Earth? The question may soon be answered, because on June 9th, 2022, 1 month before the release of the first Webb telescope images, NASA officials announced their plans to commission an independent study on UAPs.
When you think of it, NASA is the perfect organization to conduct research. They run the space station. They have satellites that probe deep into space. They have interstellar missions out there in the far reaches of the cosmos. If they're coming into our atmosphere from deep outer space, NASA would be the first one to be able to detect that.
On May 31st, 2023, NASA held its first public hearing to discuss the agency's mission in studying UAPs.
And it's now our collective responsibility to investigate these occurrences with the rigorous scientific scrutiny that they deserve. It provides an opportunity for us to expand our understanding of the world around us. As an organization dedicated to exploring the unknown, this work is in our DNA.
Could the unprecedented efforts of NASA to join the hunt for UFOs ultimately provide the tipping point in finding evidence of extraterrestrial life? And is it possible, as ancient astronaut theorists suggest, that NASA already possesses strong evidence that intelligent beings exist beyond Earth?
NASA's experience with UFOs dates right through from the very first Gemini missions, all the way through the Apollo missions, all the way through to the moon landings. We have encountered UFOs.
Former Apollo astronaut Edgar Mitchell, who I knew personally, spoke openly about his knowledge of not even just having seen UFOs, but alien bodies and technology in the possession of the United States government. You had other NASA astronauts. Gordon Cooper famously talked about UFOs that he saw as a pilot. You had James McDivitt, a NASA astronaut, and quite a few others having seen UFOs.
There's the astonishing photo of a triangular craft taken in 1986 from the space shuttle. And it too is a bright daylight photograph, and you can clearly see this triangular craft there outside the window of the space shuttle.
Now, the image is labeled space debris. So that's the official view on what this is. But this is an interesting image. It shows something obviously quite structured, and it is unmistakably triangular. There have been multiple accounts of strange things picked up on NASA videos and photos. They've got huge databases. And one of the things when NASA announced that they were going to do this study is they said, we are going to be looking at data. And people were asking themselves, well, what data are they talking about? Well, the data they already have and have been collecting for decades.
Now that NASA is officially investigating UFOs, might we soon have definitive evidence that there is an alien presence on Earth? While the world's premier space agency may be better equipped than anyone to uncover the truth about unidentified aerial phenomena, some researchers believe our greatest weapon in the hunt for UFOs is the smartphone, carried by ordinary citizens all over the world, who are now capturing high-definition footage of events that defy all conventional explanations.